Hello, my name is Mohit Ojha. I am currently pursuing my BTech in Information Technology from MLV Textile and Engineering College, Bhilwara. Today I am here to present a seminar on a topic DNA Digital Data Storage. So let's begin with the introduction part. As we all know, the demand of the data storage devices is increasing day by day as more and more data is generated every day. Presently, devices such as optical disks, portable hard drives, and flash drives are used to store data. All these non-biodegradable materials used in storing data pollutes the environment. As the data increases, the current data storage technology would not be enough to store data in future as data is growing exponentially. So, to back up our data, we are using various hard drives and big data centers to harvest the important data. Now, why DNA as digital data storage? So, there are some importance of DNA as a storage medium. First, high capacity, high data storage density. Then it can withstand extreme environmental conditions. It has a high memory space, secure as invisible to human eye. It has highly effective power usage, and uh, it can store data for longer periods by protecting them from water and oxygen. Now, what is DNA? DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is a molecule that carries the genetic information that used in the growth and development of all the living organisms. Now, data storage in DNA, is it practically possible? DNA, digital data storage, refers to any process to store digital data in the base sequence of DNA. This technology uses artificial DNA made using commercially available oligonucleotide synthesis machine for storage and DNA sequencing machine for retrieval. This type of storage system is more compact than current magnetic tape or hard drive storage system due to the data density of the DNA. Currently, it was reported that in 1 gram of DNA, around 215 petabytes or 215 million gigabytes data could be stored. Now, why DNA for storage medium? Because of its structure and very high data storage capacity, we are considering DNA for storage medium. Also, it has long life, small size, and it is small in size and high and having high density. It is highly portable and secure as well. It has effective power usage. Now, here is a comparison between various storage devices versus DNA. Now, read and write speed of hard disk. It is around 3000 to 5000 microseconds per bit. In flash memory, it is 100 microseconds per bit and less than 100 microseconds per bit in DNA. Now, data retention, it's more than 10 years in hard disk, more than 10 years in flash memory, and more than 100 years in DNA. Now, power usage, it is around 0.04 watts per gigabit in hard disk. In flash memory, 0.01 to 0.04 watts per gigabit, and in DNA, it is less than 10 to the power minus 10 watts per gigabit in DNA. Now, data density, it is around 10 to the power 13 bits per centimeter cube in hard disk. In flash memory, 10 to the power 16 bits per centimeter cube in flash memory, and 10 to the power 19 bits per centimeter cube in DNA. Now, what are the techniques which are used for storing data in DNA? So, here is a basic method by which we can store data into DNA. All the digital files are initially converted into binary codes using the process of binarization, and these binary codes are further converted into ATGC sequence with the help of a device, and this is the process and this process of conversion is called DNA encoding. Then further, these ATG sequences are synthesized into DNA molecules, and to read this information back from DNA, sequencing of DNA fragments is done by using various algorithms, and various decoding techniques are used to decode the data from it. Also, there are different techniques um, for storing data in DNA, such as DNA multiplication, also by converting binary into triplet code, etc. Now, what are the disadvantages of DNA digital data storage? The overall process of encoding, amplifying, sequencing, reconstructing, and decoding takes significantly more time than their conventional counterparts. The retrieval process is slower than that of the personal computers. Also, there are many types of errors which are associated with the current machine dealing with DNA. It has low speed and it is very costly as compared to present storage mediums. Also, it can cause mutations in the DNA. Now, conclusion. Thus, using DNA for digital data storage, it is possible to store huge amount of data in very less size, as DNA can retain data for millions of years. It is possible to store data for a longer time. Then third, by using this technique, data is compressed and the security of the data is provided. Fourth, parallel reading of files is also possible, enabling users to read multiple files at the same time. By using DNA multiplication, we can create number of copies of important data and can be distributed to servers. And sixth, this technique can be used in future to store whole data of the various companies in very small space. Recently, Microsoft planned for storing its data on DNA in the next 3 years. Microsoft recently decided to invest in the prospect of storing information with a totally different sort of tech, it is biotech. It might seem off brand for the software giant, but teaming up with the academic to take on molecular biology has produced stunning results. The team was able to store and perfectly recall digital data with incredible storage density. According to an accompanying blog post, they managed to pack about 200 megabytes of data into just a fraction of a drop of liquid, including a compressed music video from the brand OK Go. Even more impressive, the data was stored in a quickly and easily accessible form, making it more akin to computer RAM than the computer storage. Here I had attached some of the references from which you can study more about this topic in detail. Here I have attached some links which are Geeks for Geeks, and you can also go through Wikipedia articles and scientists.american.com website. There you will get the article over this. Thank you.